Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. I'm not sure if you can get the connection. Let me know if there's any delay. It is Friday morning, so really exciting. Another Facebook Live time, and hope you are all well. Hope you've had a fantastic week. I'm a little bit tired, to be honest. I've been doing a lot of driving this week, and it's sort of catching up with me. I was also at a business meeting last night, and that went exceptionally well. So it's kind of my excitement that's keeping me going at the moment. But it's been a big week. Been sharing a lot of cool stuff this week on Facebook Lives, and hope you've been enjoying it. But I titled this one, You Know You're Having an Impact When. Because something interesting happened this week. When I did one of my Facebook Lives, I think it was maybe Wednesday or maybe, I think maybe even it was a Monday one. But something interesting happened because, me stepping up and doing these Facebook Lives, it was, a little bit intimidating in the beginning, and, it's getting easier and easier. But what happened was, on one of the Facebook Lives that I did, I actually had a gentleman who shared the video, but under one of the comments, he actually put a bit of a negative comment, and he sort of took the approach that I was bitching, moaning and wailing, and he was sort of saying that, oh, poor Mark, here's a song, here's a violin, get out the violins and, let's have some pity on Mark. And I thought it was really interesting, because then what happened was he then sent that, my video, he then sent it viral. And he started to share it with other people. And it was quite interesting, because I kind of thought, wow, I've got my first hater. I've got my first, ultimate critic that is really about to tear me down. And he shared it with his network. Now, I don't know what has happened with that video, and that's totally fine. But I thought, when we're sharing our message, we never really know how it's going to land for people. And however it's going to land is going to be based on how they see the world and how much personal responsibility they're taking for their life. And I always, I've studied other people out there that share their message, and, they always talked about when you speak loud enough, you're going to hit criticism, you're going to hit ridicule and all of that. And I'm like, wow, I've got my first hater. I've got someone that has heard my message, has gone, did not sit well with them, and they started to rip me apart. Just for the sake of the message, I did take his comment and his little link down, just because I wanted to preserve the integrity of what I'd shared. But I just wanted to share with people, particularly on this Facebook Live, that when you start to speak louder, you're going to get and hit more opposition. And thanks very much, Stephanie. Appreciate that. Thank you. And thanks, Chris. Morning. Great to see you watching. But I guess another video that I watched this week was T.D. Jake's video on leadership. And he talks about the fact that as you step more and more up as a leader, you're actually going to hit more and more opposition. And the thing is, that's really what leadership is. See, we're given titles, we're given more pay, we're given more responsibility because of our ability to actually face those challenges, right? You don't get paid more because you're the lower ranks and, you're just working harder. You get paid more because as you step up, you hit more opposition and you're able to deal with it. You're able to handle it, right? And I've realized, I've heard it before, but as you're starting to share your message, you're going to get ridiculed. Next thing you're going to get is, let me check my notes, you're going to get criticism. Next, you're going to get skepticism. And then finally, you're going to get acceptance. But one thing I want to share is you're not going to get acceptance from everyone. It's just not going to happen, right? Because they're not going to be vibrating on the same frequency. The timing's just not going to be right for them to hear your message, right? And during this time, I guess 3 or 4 weeks that I've been doing these Facebook Lives, I've done one, and then to be honest, some of the people that have been watching have actually been from overseas. And, there's been a bit of a time delay, maybe, 4 or 5 hours before someone sees it. And then I've had people that have popped on, watched it and given me great feedback. But it's been that 4 or 5 hours. It's like, oh my gosh, what are people thinking of these Facebook Lives? But, one of the reasons I'm doing these is to be an inspiration to other people that are really hesitating to share their message. And one thing that I love to do is just step out of my comfort zone, do the thing, and just inspire other people to do the same, right? But you are going to go through those 4 stages. And I've had people that have private messaged me and said, thank you so much for that video, got so much out of it. And I guess, for those people, that's why I continue to do what I do. And your message is never going to hit perfectly with everyone, and that's okay. And I look back on that guy. His name was Dick, right? It was just ironic. It was just funny, right? And he actually used a bit of a cartoon character for his profile pic. I won't say who it is because that's not important. But yeah, it was just so interesting how my message landed for him when I was actually talking about taking personal responsibility for your life and not blaming other people. And being totally, I guess, in ownership of what happens for your life, not looking for other people to fix your life or anything like that. And it didn't really sit well for him. But that's okay, and that's totally fine. I just thought his name was a bit ironic, but that's cool. But as I wanted to say, and I've been building up to something, I think as an entrepreneur for myself, I lived in Japan for 7 years and then came back, and it was really my dream to be able to set up a business that I truly believed in and it was going to help a lot of people. And one of the first businesses I ever got into, some of you may or may not know, was actually IT. And I actually worked with schools and sold IT products to them. Loved it, and it was really, really exciting because I got to work with kids and sell products that they really loved and enjoyed. But one of the challenges I had as an entrepreneur and growing my business was I had to do everything. I had to source the product, I had to do the marketing, had to do all the cold calls and all of that kind of stuff. Then after that, and I really knew that if I was going to take care of my financial needs, I really need to take ownership of that and just not rely on other people. So then after that, got into teaching, but my heart was always still in business. It was still in business because, once again, I do have a daughter. She's 11 years old, and I really want to create the best possible life for her. And so for me, I do, certainly love, teaching and being out there and, helping teachers become the best teachers possible. But I also know that I've got to take financial responsibility for myself. And at the moment, I'm getting, I guess, even more excited to the point where last night I was up till midnight and, certainly talking to a lot of people and, some really exciting things are happening. But I've come across something that's actually saving a lot of people's lives. And for me, there's a couple of key ingredients for me to be involved in anything. One, it's got to have a positive impact on someone's life. And the second thing is, it's actually got to empower someone in a financial sense. And so for me, from today onwards, I'm going to be talking a lot more about my vision, how this product can help people, but also, out there and actually not just doing Facebook Lives, but going out and sharing my message, sharing my vision, because I think a lot of times, as I've shared, people hesitate and people hold back when really what the world wants from you is for you to be a full expression of yourself, right? And Facebook Live's fantastic, and there's certainly an avenue that I'll keep doing. And I've made a commitment to everyone that's been following me on Facebook Live. 3 a week. That's what I'm doing. 3 a week, right? Because in the past I've done videos, on YouTube. Love doing that. But there's a lot of insights and things that come to my mind that have landed quite well for people. They've enjoyed them. But going forward, I'm going to keep doing these, and I'm sure the haters will keep coming, and that's totally fine, right? But I'm getting really excited about this project that I'm working on, and it's getting bigger and bigger here in Australia. And I guess for me, one of the bigger reasons I'm excited about it is that, unfortunately, 2016 sucked. I don't know if anyone can relate, but I've had a lot of personal challenges. Unfortunately, last year my dad passed away. Family members, unfortunately, we all have an expiry date. Unfortunately, he passed away. And then also in August this year, I had another family member pass away. And for anyone that's dealt with grief, it sucks. It really does. And so knowing how precious life is and knowing that we've only got so many years on this earth, I really want to encourage everyone to share their message, whatever that is, right? But one of the big things about Facebook Lives and a commitment I'm going to make to everyone here on Facebook Lives is I'm never going to be hypey, right? And I think hypey can be very detracting, and I'm just going to be real with everyone, all right? And so for me, 2016 has been a bit of a struggly year, but 2017 I think it's going to be a year that's going to really be exciting for a lot of people, and new things happening, new opportunities opening up for people. But I just want to encourage you, stay true to who you are, and hope you have a really great year as we go into it. I think there's probably only 3 or 4 weeks left of this year, but set some financial goals, set some health goals, and set some goals for how you want to be and how you want to show up, because the world needs more of you, not less of you. So if there's any areas that you're holding back in, start to peel back those layers and share more of who you are. I'm off to Sydney tonight. As I said, it's been a big week. But off to Sydney tonight, going to a seminar, and then I've got some business meetings to do as well. Flying back Sunday, so if anyone's down in Sydney, certainly send me a private message. Got some really cool stuff that I'm doing down there. Back Sunday night, and then next week, we've got a bad signal. Hopefully that helps. I've just moved. Have we got... Yep. Hopefully that signal's getting better. But back Sunday night on the coast, and then looking forward to enjoying Christmas with the family, and then bring on New Year's. But anyway, thanks again for watching, and as I said with the video title, you're starting to have an impact as you, face more and more criticism, and that's okay. Welcome it. So, just be prepared for that ridicule. It's going to come. Be prepared for the criticism. It's going to come. Skepticism will always be there. But the timing, when it's right for people, will also be right for people. So, just appreciate all feedback. You can learn from all of it, and go out there, share more of who you are, and have a great time. All right, cool. Thanks very much for watching, and hope you have a great weekend. Thanks, guys. Bye.